Do people really sell their house in the winter in Maine? Yes, of course. Bye, guys. Just kidding. Obviously, that's not the end of the video. And obviously, people do sell their houses here in Maine. It's not like we're the frozen tundra. We're going to talk a little bit about strategies, pros and cons, and all that kind of stuff about selling your house in the winter here in Maine. So let's jump right in. So selling your house in the wintertime can actually work out great for you as the seller of the home. And there's a couple things to think about when you're looking at selling your house in the winter. First off is there's less competition. Typically, like after the holidays and into the winter, a lot of the houses that were on the market may be taking a break if they didn't sell, or there's a lot of people that wait until spring. So there's just not a lot of competition out there. So if you do have to sell in the winter, or you want to sell in the winter, oftentimes a nice house that hits the market and there's nothing else out there, that can help. It creates a lot of demand for that one house, as you can tell. In the wintertime, if somebody's looking, if there's a buyer looking, typically they're motivated and they need to buy something. So you do end up with some motivated buyers in the winter, and that can help you out if you're looking to sell. Cozy curb appeal, there's nothing more fun to look at than like a little snow-covered house and all that stuff. So you can get some great curb appeal. The holidays do help out with that, although a lot of people tend to shy away from listing their house in the holiday season. But it could be a nice time to do it with all the lights and things like that out there. It can create some really nice curb appeal. And hey guys, first off, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified. We put out an episode every single week, and also mixed in with like some property tours, things like that, because I am a real estate broker. So if you're looking to buy or sell, especially in the wintertime, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you out. We'd feel honored to help you out. We get back to you very, very quickly. You can either comment below, or all our contact information is in the description. And if you're enjoying this video, hit the like, and then of course, remember to hit subscribe. And again, we really appreciate you watching. When selling a house in the wintertime, there are also some challenges. The first thing is kind of like those weather woes. It can be tough. You got to make sure you keep your walkways cleared of snow. It's that extra level of keeping the house ready for people to come over and look at it. Make sure the walkways are shoveled, salted, the driveway is plowed out, all that kind of stuff you got to consider, especially if we happen to get an ice or rainstorm or something like that in winter, which can happen here in Maine. You just got to be mindful of those things. Also, you're going to want to make sure that maybe people take their shoes off as they're coming in the house, bringing in all that snow and wet weather into your house. So you got to be mindful of those types of things. The weather can be a problem in the winter, of course, when you're selling a house, but there are ways around it. Lighting issues, there's shorter days. So you got to make sure, your bulbs are in there, especially maybe the exterior lights. Make sure everything's working out there, because when the sun goes down or it's dark out at 4:30, you got to make sure that you're able to light up those walkways that you just shoveled. Snow can make your home look magical, but when it's not there and there's gray skies, it can make it look a little weird. So, you gotta, timing of getting the photographer there and all that stuff can be challenging, but it can work out. But those are things to keep track of, throughout the winter season. One thing is like if there's a blizzard in the forecast, we might want to hold off the photographer so, potential buyers don't think they're going to need like a sled to get into your house. Something to think about. Some tips and strategies that I wanted to fill you in on for when you're selling your house in the winter. You're going to need to have some flexibility on the showings, kind of talking about the weather. You got to understand that, if people can't maybe get to your house because of the weather, if there is a snowstorm coming in, you just got to be a little flexible there. Of course, they might not remember that the sun goes down at 4:30 and they schedule a showing for 5 o'clock and they're like, oh crap, it's dark out. They might want to, maybe reschedule for the next day or something like that. So you just got to be flexible on that. Another tip is like, highlight those winter features of your home. Like if you got a great fireplace that you can cozy up to, that's a great thing to highlight. Heating systems, lighting, things like that. You can highlight those types of things that people will be excited about in the wintertime. Energy efficient stuff. People are thinking about that in the winter. So again, it's great to highlight those types of things. If you got new windows, if you just got it insulated, if it's a fairly new home and that there's lots of foam insulation, a lot of great things like, built that way, you can highlight those things and people will be very, very excited about it, especially when it's winter and they're thinking, oh my goodness, it's going to cost a lot to heat this home. Well, maybe it's not because of everything that you've done to the house. Now, if your heating system is older than you are, it might be time for an upgrade, or maybe you include an electric blanket with the house, something like that. I don't know. Be prepared for a potential quick sale. Like we said earlier, motivated buyers are out there. So if you put your house on the market and there's not a lot of competition, these motivated buyers might come in and snap that up. So you're going to want to be prepared for a fast sale. And stay positive. You know, you might feel like, oh my God, I don't want to sell my house in the winter, but I have to. Stay positive. You know, you might get a quick sale. You might get more than you were thinking because of these motivated buyers out there. Winter can be a great time to sell a house. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you're looking to sell your home in the winter, hook us up, or, you know, let us know. We're happy to help. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Hey, come here. Hey, YouTube thinks you're going to like one of these videos. So click on it and let me know what you think. And remember, come back again soon because we do a video every Friday.